Yo, 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 it's another fucking podcast with your boys Bill, James, and Tig'S. Excellent Adventure, episode 29. This week, we're going to talk about
Hard Knocks on HBO.
LeVar Ball versus LeBron. Whose team is this?
and we're gonna talk briefly about Bruce Bowen getting fired from the Clippers. It's very, very brief.
So brief, it's almost like we didn't really talk about it.
But we definitely did. We definitely motherfucking did. It's another fucking podcast with your boys, baby. Like and subscribe. You bitch, you. Oh, I do have blunt.
I mean, I can't believe you don't have a blunt rolled already.
What? I didn't have any weed. I didn't have any weed.
Or you just smoked bongs today.
I've been hitting that hash off of that fucking bong. I've been smoking a lot of hash
Hash fucks me up, man.
before y'all got
Hash
here.
just like floors me, man. I'm like, I can't even like watch a movie on hash.
What is the difference?
Like, I'm good.
Is hash not marijuana?
It's like an extraction. You know? It's an extracted high. Like a high meant to take you higher. Insert song
It gets
here.
you high.
Yeah, insert any song there. You wanna go get you higher. It gets you high. It'll get you drunk.
It'll get you drunk.
It'll make you feel drunk. That's for goddamn sure. Oh, here, man. Yeah. Fast movements are not advised.
Have you not seen that?
Man, we ain't seen nothing, man. We don't have a movie pass, man.
Get that.
We don't have movie pass. Yeah, we need movie pass.
The cheaper ones.
No, man, they like changed it on that. Can I get in on that?
Yes, Alex, hand me the other bottle.
Oh, is that all the one? I was like, oh no, man.
What? Yeah, you were like, no, James, you can't get in on that.
Yeah, the movie pass is only 3 movies instead of unlimited, but it's still like cheaper. But the Cinemia, the first time sign up for 6 months is $15.
I don't need the top
And you
of
go to the
that. Go
ArcLight.
ahead.
And you can go to 40X. And you can do the IMAX. We do
Here, you put it
every
in
movie in Los Angeles. And then you sign up for an ArcLight membership account. So every time you go to the ArcLight with the Cinemia card, you get points on those tickets. Yeah.
Back
So I might
in
just
the
eat free
high
popcorn,
life again.
free tickets, free screenings.
That was another one.
It's insane.
Higher. I like. That's right. Because this is not a movie podcast.
Those deep listeners. Was that Alex talking about the movie pass?
Right. I was about to, I could stop. But I just like, we gotta go, man. We gotta start.
We do gotta go. I got some delicious dinner I want to eat after this.
You're always eating that good stuff. I see your Instagram.
I know, right? Yeah.
You're an actual cook.
Yeah,
You're like an
yeah.
actual actor and an actual cook.
We get down in the kitchen.
I was gonna roll this blunt first, but I'm just gonna be distracted the whole time rolling this blunt and trying to open this bottle of wine.
That's great. Yeah, you can open that bottle of wine.
Yeah, I can do that and open. I can do
I have
all of this and
something
talk at the same time.
Like really serious to talk about.
Well, hold on. Yo, it's another motherfucking podcast, bitch. That's right. It's Bill, James, and Tig'S Excellent Adventure, episode 29. That's 29. Right, motherfuckers. We're almost 30 years old.
Oh my
We hitting our sturdy 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Last year of the 20s tonight.
Yeah, man.
Good year.
Wow.
29.
Good year. Well, it's 2018. It's a good year.
The 2018 ones. Excuse me, sir. Do you have anything in 2018?
In the past 3 months would be great.
That's right.
Excellent
That's right.
choice,
Anything in the last 3 to 6 months. Thank you.
Excellent.
First thing I want to start out with is some football.
Football. But if we're in the football, I did want to talk about something that happened today that I needed to discuss with. I just want to see if other people have this problem. It's a very serious problem that I think needs to be just discussed. So I went to the grocery store today, and they didn't have ripe avocados, which first of all really pisses me
I hate
off.
that fucking shit.
It drives me insane, man. Especially when my lunch is based on like a nice, delicious avocado. So instead, my default is I just get like the pre-made sushi shit and just take that home, you know. But do you guys realize in those sushi packs, and like especially like the ones that have like 4 or 5 pieces of sushi plus a little bit of rolls, they only give you 1 package of soy sauce for all that sushi? You guys realize this?
Oh yeah, I hate.
What the? That's insane to me. And in those packets of sushi,
How
it's
many
like,
pieces of sushi?
10.
Oh yeah, dude, that's not enough.
That's insane.
That's not enough.
Are they saving money on soy sauce? And in the soy sauce packets is literally like 4 or 5 drops of soy
Yeah.
sauce.
Yes, they're
And
saving
they give
money
you
on
way-
the packets. They don't give a fuck about you, and it is a motherfucking travesty. But
Why
you know
don't
what's
they
even,
care about me?
You know what is also fucking fucked up is they don't give you enough wasabi.
Well, I was gonna say
see,
it's still
I
way
have
more
plenty of
wasabi than
Oh man,
Wasabi's like a mountain of wasabi.
too much wasabi.
No.
The
compared
ginger I
to
can't
the
finish
soy.
either.
not ginger. I don't even use the ginger.
The ginger
Fuck.
cleanses your palate between each piece
What do I
of
need to
delicious
cleanse
sushi.
my palate
bro.
for?
So you can
When it's the
just a full
same
taste
goddamn
of the
sushi. It's the same sushi in the thing. I don't need this. I don't
No,
need
you
it.
gotta get the maguro, and then you get the salmon, and then you get the eel.
It's the same sushi.
You get the yellowtail.
I'm not getting anything different. It's all in one little package. I understand if I'm at the, if I'm at the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, no, I'm not giving, no, fuck that. I'm not giving out no shout out
Who
to
are
no
you about to
sushi.
shout out? To
I was
a
gonna
sushi
shout out a
place?
sushi place, but you know what? Fuck y'all. Send us some money.
PF Chang's.
What?
That ain't sushi.
That is, first of all,
What's in this wine?
fuck PF Chang's. Y'all ain't send us no money. Fuck y'all.
fuck all those places that didn't send us any money.
Right. That's exactly what I'm screaming right
You know what
now.
else is also a palate cleanser?
And, well, okay, what is
else?
a palate
What
cleanser?
else?
Shot of vodka.
Shot of
cleanses your
vodka.
palate.
Oh, wow.
Who told you that?
Look,
You have
that
to swish it around.
oh, you have to look. Let me.
Was
tell
that
you
like at a place that was trying to get
know-
you to just drink more vodka?
something. You know what it
Russia.
also is? You know what also is a palate cleanser?
The
Motherfucking butane. Just fucking
No, it
swallow
is
it,
not.
and it'll motherfucking
will
cleanse
taste
your
the
motherfucking
butane.
bad
You
palate.
want to burn off the taste? Drink the butane.
You know what else is a palate cleanser? Motherfucking NFL.
All right.
The NFL.
NFL.
What do we got?
Not a sushi podcast either.
There, I feel like the same shit's going on in the NFL, but there are fun stuff to talk about because I'm assuming that we've all finally watched Hard Knocks episode 1, right? We all watched it. What did you guys think of the first episode?
Spoilers. Watch out
Spoilers
first.
for episode 1, but
Watch out
episode
for spoilers.
If
Spoilers.
you haven't watched episode 1 yet, like, what are you doing with your life?
Spoilers. So yeah, Baker Mayfield, people love him.
I don't.
Tyrod Taylor, he's back in the background because he's boring.
Tyrod Taylor's focused. He's
He's just-
focused.
he's just-
I
I'm
love
just- I'm
Tyrod.
just
So is
saying.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb looked
Chubb-
terrible
Chubb
in preseason.
Looked terrible. Okay, well, okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hard Knocks, though. Let's just break down the show.
Knocks.
In Hard Knocks. he looks-
Opening shot was fucking brilliant to me.
Always
the
is.
tearing down of LeBron James and the way it was like framed up. It was like a piece of fucking art watching LeBron James getting torn down in the city to start something new and to move on.
Is the
from
Cleveland Browns
thing.
thing really up there though, or was that just CGI? I never figured that out.
Oh, it's probably for sure up there.
Yeah.
Is it? I
It
don't
ain't
know.
gonna be Colin Sexton.
Oh God, yeah. We'll
Well,
get
I mean,
to
is
that.
it?
I'm
Is
glad
it?
you're
Is it
here
up
for
there?
that.
Is it up there though? Is it?
I don't know. I
It looked kind
Yes,
of
it
CGI.
is.
Yeah,
it
let's
looked
say
kind of
yes, it is.
CGI
Yes,
to me.
it
Let's say
It
yes,
looked
it
kind of
is.
CGI to me.
Hard
I
Knocks
was.
doesn't fuck around with
I mean,
that
I
shit.
watched them pull LeBron James thing down.
Fuck
Yeah.
those fucking cops.
I kind of. Who is it?
We have an unexpected knock at the door here.
Oh my god.
Oh, we have.
Hold on, man.
We have a candy seller at the door.
Did he say he was selling backwoods?
Backpacks.
Is he selling backpacks?
Backpacks and
for
hats?
school.
He was selling backpacks? People sell backpacks
How the fuck
door
did they
to
get in
door?
this complex?
Look, man. let's just try to be professionals and
Let's be professional.
move past this. But what the fuck were we talking about?
Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks. And
Hard
the opening scene of
I feel
LeBron.
like
I'm glad they started
it
with
might
that.
have been CGI.
It definitely was. I don't think Hard Knocks fucks around with that shit. Because that's why they're awesome. I think, what else are they going to put up?
I mean, I'm just saying, why spend all that money?
You said 10 wins for the Cleveland Browns. They're gonna.
I'm not saying that. Look, that's HBO's money, though. That's not Cleveland Browns money. Shit,
HBO's
that
got
was-
tons of
Yeah,
money.
they do. I'm just saying, you
No,
know.
the city's putting the Cleveland Browns thing up. HBO's
I don't know.
not
I don't know
spending
who's
money on
putting
that.
that.
City morale.
I don't know who put that up.
Yeah, no, it's bringing a city together for a brand
Maybe.
new team. We'll see.
I believe that.
We'll see. There was already fighting today.
There's
in
no reason to
training
put
camp.
any faith in the Cleveland Indians, so I believe that. I'll take your bait on that.
Indians are good though, man. Indians have a chance to win the World Series.
Oh, there's no way they're gonna win the World Series, bro. It's
Why
like-
not?
It's like being the Los Angeles Lakers right now. There's a lot of other teams out there better than you.
You know what? Baseball's a weird sport though. Once you get in the playoffs,
Anything
it's not the
happens.
best
That's what I
team-
mean,
it's not
sir.
the best team that
It's
wins.
pitcher versus team.
I said teams, better teams. Anyway,
Yeah, there's better
we're not
teams,
talking
but that
about
doesn't mean they
baseball
won't
this
win the World
episode. We're
Series.
talking about the NFL, and we're talking about Hard Knocks. I can't believe I skipped through every part of Hugh Jackson's ordeal
I
with
had
his
no
family.
idea
I skipped through every part. I knew
what that
about
dude
it.
was going through.
I knew about it already,
That's
but I
crazy.
felt like it was crazy for them to show all that shit. Like,
They have to.
they don't have to. They
That's a
could.
storyline, man. That's fucking Hard Knocks gold for them, man.
Right. People
Hugh
just worried about
Jackson
the ratings.
dealing with like the death of family members.
Exactly. They're just worried about the ratings. That's all they're
No,
concerned
exactly.
about.
It's a TV show.
But,
That's what
I
they do.
mean-
They have to make storylines.
I have a hot take.
What's the hot take?
They talked about Josh Gordon in this first episode.
Yeah.
There was some dude just like, so Josh Gordon is not here,
Yep. Vague.
and we just don't have him.
Vague.
Like, all right, well, what is he gonna be ready like by whatever week 3 of preseason? He's like, we're gonna try.
Vague.
He's just going through some stuff. I don't think he's gonna suit up for week 1 of the
He's not.
real season. Why not?
He's most likely not.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean,
They're
yeah,
beating
no.
around the bush
No,
so much.
there's-
I bet this guy
There's
is
reports that what he's going through has nothing to do with drugs necessarily, but
not. But why he was doing drugs?
no.
Mental state of mind for him, I
It's-
think.
It's like, first of all, it's nobody's business. But what it is,
Man, they put it out. If you're on Hard Knocks, it's everyone's business.
it's not out there. It's not out there. They didn't.
It's not out like exactly what he's
They didn't
doing.
say
Oh,
anything.
yeah, you're right.
They didn't
I've
say
read-
anything on Hard Knocks.
I've read he wants to make sure that he's ready, that he's good, he's mentally
Right.
prepared to like beat this addiction,
Right.
to beat this, because he's dealing with some
There's
mental
a
illness.
there's
what I
a
mean?
lot that goes on with being out on the road, full-time job NFL player. Like, there's a lot that goes into it when you're a person who is dealing with addiction. There's so many temptations out there that's going to slip you up and put you back in the road to addiction that you were on. And when you're an addict, you got to be like avoiding everybody who's on the team. It's 52, 53 people out there who fitting to go to the bar after they after they get done with this game. And if you're an addict, that's the number one place you can't be. You have to avoid that falling back into the tendencies that you had before. And I think that's all he's really trying to do. He's got like life coaches and shit all around him.
Yeah.
That's why nobody's saying anything, because it's all really like his medical record. So they really can't talk about it because it's his private medical record. That has nothing to do with the team. He's not injured, so they can't. He's basically taking a leave of absence from work. And they
is.
can't really say anything other than that.
I think Josh Gordon's on the field in week 1.
I don't know if he is,
Because you know what? With Josh Gordon, it's not going to matter if he practiced or not, because we saw that last year. As soon as he was able to play, they threw him in the game, and I think he had like 70 yards or some shit like that right
Yeah.
off the bat.
But he
if he's
also,
ready to go, they're going to put him in.
I think he's also using the time a little bit to get in better shape without having to get hit in the in the preseason. So he might be ready in week 1.
Yeah.
But I think that all depends on how much shape he's staying in.
I mean,
how much shape he's staying in while he's not.
getting hits important,
In the training
though,
camp.
man. Getting hits important
That's what I'm
to get
saying.
ready for the season. You got to get hit. You got to get beat up. That body's got to get ready for a little bit of.
Otherwise,
like,
that first hit
hit
is going to take you out.
Woo,
They
hell
say,
yeah,
we
man.
say that,
If you're not
but
ready.
we have a lot of evidence where we got a lot of veterans who.
Is he considered a veteran? He's played like 2 full seasons a lot
We're
of
talking
years
about,
ago.
quarterbacks too. I feel like it's one thing to be like a wide receiver though. He needs to get hit. He needs to get hit once.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He's played more
It's
than one
crazy.
season.
Yeah,
He's
I
played
mean,
more
I
than
said-
one season.
I said 2 seasons.
Josh
played
a
more
lot
than
of
2
seasons
seasons.
ago.
He's played maybe a total of 1 season altogether.
right.
Yeah.
He's been in 2 seasons, I think, right? And is suspended
I
for
think
the
he's
rest.
been 3. I thought it was 3.
Well, the one
but-
season he led the league in receiving, and he didn't play for most of that season. He came in. Was that for 9 games that he played and led the league in receiving? Something that's ridiculous.
Right.
And then last year,
Well,
that's it.
He did play the
No, 'cause
year
then
he got
He
suspended.
got suspended the next year.
I thought he played though, but he just got suspended in that year, and then he had to he just didn't he's.
I think he got suspended before the year started.
I'm
'Cause
looking
everyone
it
was
up.
like, "What the fuck is Josh Gordon doing?" So I think he's been in the league 4 or 5 years.
There was a Browns.
Yeah, I just talked about that. I just said
What? There was a fight
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
You just said
I
that.
just brought it up.
Who fought?
Right now?
Yeah,
Who?
Landry,
And
Jarvis Landry, and some defensive guy. I think.
Well,
There's a fight.
that's obviously
but that's
going.
fine. That's tension in preseason,
Do
man.
you-
That's
so
that's getting fired up.
What
That's getting fired up.
episode do you think Dez Bryant will be on in Hard Knocks?
He'll be on next week. He's coming to visit them this week, so he'll be on
but-
next week as the visit. They'll capture Dez showing up.
No, they've already
to
had
visit.
a week of they're behind 2 weeks. So you think he's gonna sign on Thursday?
Oh God, I mean,
Dez Bryant meets with the
what do you guys,
Cleveland Browns
how
on
do you
Thursday.
guys feel about? Do you guys think the Browns should sign Dez Bryant?
he already signed.
He didn't sign already.
Is he signed?
No, he meets with him Thursday.
He's visiting, but it sounds like he's visiting some other teams too.
He's meeting with them on Thursday. I don't
Yes.
know who he's meeting with other than the Browns or
If
who
I'm
he's
the
meeting before the
Browns-
Browns, but I know he's meeting with them on Thursday.
If I'm the Browns, I don't sign Dez Bryant because I don't see what the point is.
Well, if you don't sign him, you don't meet with him. So they obviously are interested.
No, they're
in signing.
interested. Yeah, they're gonna check him out. But I mean,
What are the
I just don't
reasons you
see-
wouldn't sign?
I don't
Dez
see
Bryant?
what's the point of spending millions of dollars on a guy that is not going to do anything for the future of your team, and you're all about the future of this franchise. You got young guys, young wide receivers. You want to bring this team together. Why sign a guy like Dez Bryant who's out to win a Super Bowl ring when let's be fucking realistic, the Browns are not going to win the Super Bowl this year. So
Why?
why spend the millions and millions and millions of dollars
Why?
on Dez Bryant when you can just save that money, get this team together?
James, can you tell me why?
Can you not cut off my head when I say what I'm about to say?
I'm asking you, tell
Because
me why.
Dez Bryant is still in his prime. He's got more than just this season in him.
No. he's
When's the
not-
last time he's
definitely
caught
not in his
over
prime.
1,000 yards?
It's
Definitely-
not
definitely
his
not in his prime.
production. It's how he plays.
He's
Led the
definitely
league
not in his
in
prime.
drops last year, depending on
never
who you're talking
been-
to.
A speedy
Definitely.
guy.
It's not about speed. It's about catching footballs and not being hurt.
Boom.
And you're going to spend millions and millions of dollars on a guy that the last 2 seasons we've watched a decline in his
But-
performance and not in his targets. By the way, not in his targets.
But
And
who,
the
who
majority
do
of
you
the
think he's
balls-
going to get signed to? Because you said he's going to get 8 touchdowns this season.
No, James said 8
I said-
touchdowns.
I said-
didn't say
Well, how
8
many touchdowns you say?
I think you said 6.
I think I said 6.
Well, I mean, y'all believe that he's going to get signed somewhere.
Listen,
I'm the one who said he ain't
someone's
going to
gonna
get
sign him,
signed.
but the person that's going to sign him is going to be a Super Bowl contending
I definitely
team for a
think-
1-year contract with Dez Bryant. The
Well, see, I
Browns-
think that's the
Browns
only
would
way-
just be wasting their money on a 1-year contract
Why?
with Dez, who's going to destroy
Why?
a locker
See,
room.
this is what you don't have. This is what we don't
you wanna
realize.
build chemistry with Jarvis.
I don't think it's a 1-year
Landry.
deal.
And I don't think it destroys the locker room.
Oh, I think he definitely destroys the locker room.
I think he already knows half those guys in that
Dez
squad.
Bryant demands targets.
It's not even about that.
He
Every
demands,
wide,
well, hang on,
every
let me
wide
finish,
receiver.
Let me finish.
decides-
He demands targets, and if you're trying to develop a chemistry between Tyrod Taylor and Jarvis Landry, or Baker Mayfield, a rookie QB, and Jarvis Landry, who is your future of your wide receiver core, why bring in a guy that's coming in thinking that he's better than Jarvis Landry and wants to be the number 1 guy?
Every wide receiver who plays on that team thinks that they're better than Jarvis Landry. It doesn't matter if they're.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
Jarvis
do.
Landry
Every
is
wide
a
receiver.
slot guy.
Let me tell you something.
That's not how they are going
Hold
to
on.
use it.
Really?
He's a slot guy in Miami.
Hold on.
He
Listen.
already talked about how the Browns are using him and the amount of routes that he's running now, how Miami used him as a slot guy, and the
That's
Browns are
because
not
Miami
using him
doesn't
as a
have
slot
Todd
guy.
Haley calling
They're
plays.
using him as a number 1 wide receiver.
Miami is
They
doesn't have
Josh Gordon as a number 1 or Des Bryant.
Josh Gordon's not there. He's not there.
exactly. He's not there. You can't have
You can't do that. Right now, you use the guys that are there at camp playing with the guys.
Yeah, he's the best there right now.
Jarvis Landry is a really...
Who else is
they're
there
paying
then?
him like a number 1 wide receiver.
Do you
else
want to
is
know
there
why
as a
it
wide
will work
receiver?
with Dez
Callaway?
there? It will work with
Des Bryant
Joku?
has to be better than him.
It can only work with Dez there if Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback immediately.
This is the other thing.
Because let me tell you, he's not going to divide the locker room or have any of those issues, blase, blase. Todd Haley is the offensive coordinator. He's not a fucking pushover pussy like anybody on the Dallas Cowboys staff. He is a real deal, call you out in the film room, call everybody out in the film room type dude. That's why he never got along with Ben Roethlisberger, because he would call him out when he was doing all the... Basically, Ben Roethlisberger, the first half of his career, for all of our listeners, was basically a big-ass Johnny Manziel. He would go out there, they would call a play, and he would run around and do something completely fucking different than what was called on the field. Now, people loved it because it was great, and he looked amazing doing it, right? But it was frustrating for someone like Todd Haley, who's trying to get this aging quarterback to decide on how he's going to play football. Like, not throwing 5 interceptions in a game and shit like that, right? Todd Haley's gone now, right? He's over there using that acumen, the same acumen that got fucking Ben Roethlisberger all them yards, got him a better decision maker, got his interceptions down. You know what I'm saying? He's taking that to Tyrod Taylor, who was a great decision maker, who doesn't take a whole bunch of risks, he can now get improvement because Tyrod has never had nobody like this. And he also commands a locker room, meaning everybody else is going to fall in line. That's why I said if Tyrod is the leader of the locker room, you bring in Dez Bryant, you got a solid foundation that doesn't allow Dez Bryant to just dominate the whole thing, the flow that they have going. They got a lot of good chemistry going.
I think
And
maybe.
I'm sure they're going to talk about it in that meeting.
There's gonna be. Have you guys watched All or Nothing?
Hold on, is that still recording?
Yes, James.
It's not moving. It's not going.
It's your eyes that you need to not trust because
I-
you should look at the numbers.
I appreciate
You
the
should look at the
I
numbers.
see the numbers.
Well, are the numbers moving?
Pink thing ain't moving like it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are those numbers moving?
Anybody want to trade seats here?
There you go.
Okay,
Here,
so-
you want that?
Hey, there it goes.
There you
Check
There it
out
goes.
All or Nothing, the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Amazon Prime. It's Hard Knocks, which is actually really awesome. Actually, it's like hard.
Last season?
Yeah. So it's great. It has all like the Zeke drama and the Dez bullshit, and it takes place during the season. So each episode is two games, which is awesome. But you have like an insider on Dez's relationship and his performance last year and the problems that they had with Dez Bryant last year.
Spoiler alert. Did he have a bad attitude, and is that why he got kicked out of Dallas?
No, he got kicked out of Dallas because he led the league in drops and he wasn't producing.
And the last 3 years, he hasn't produced since he got his contract.
Yeah, since he
And
got
he
a
shouldn't have-
contract, he
shouldn't
hasn't
have-
received for over 1,000 yards.
Well, it's because he played hurt when he got when he got the contract. He played hurt, came back. He shouldn't have played hurt.
and he has a foot injury.
And yeah, he's got a foot.
A
But he
reoccurring
actually
foot
had a knee injury at the time. The reason he hurt his foot that year is because he had a busted kneecap, a broken kneecap, and he came and played on that broken kneecap.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have played on that. Then broke his foot. People don't hear about those injuries. See, we always hear about what takes him off the field, but there's something that, contributes to that injury. It's not always just, I broke my foot. Like,
Yeah.
he broke his foot because he was displacing his energy in the wrong way, and too much pressure from big 200 and something pound dude
Big
running running full speed and just putting that pressure down and bow. And not to mention, he's trying to make sure he doesn't hurt his broken kneecap. So that's a lot of pressure to be added. And he broke his foot.
Yeah. So why spend millions and millions of dollars on this guy?
I already told y'all the dude is not going to get signed.
And listen, I
so
was all about
I'm upset
Dez
that he's getting signed.
And I think Dez will get signed by a team. I think if the Browns are smart, they don't sign Dez Bryant.
I'm upset that he's getting signed, so I don't want him to get signed by anybody.
He's getting signed by
I don't want him to get signed by anybody.
I don't think it's going to be the Browns
I will
if
say,
they're smart. And I think it's going to be a bad move.
Of the 32 teams, I would wish that he would not. Cleveland Browns are the last on my wish list for Dez Bryant.
I think he should go there or San Francisco or, like I said,
the New England Patriots.
New England Patriots. Those are the only places that he can run those 2 routes and be successful.
Patriots make sense.
He can only run 2 routes, guys.
Philadelphia.
It's true.
Philadelphia can use him.
He can only run 2 routes. So if Philadelphia can use him, you know why? That's a good segue. Alshon Jeffries out for at least the first 6 weeks because he's going to be placed on the PUP list.
What happened to him?
Physically unable to perform for all of our listeners. He has a torn rotator cuff. And
that's a reoccurring injury for him. He had that on the Bears too.
Yes, sir. It is a reoccurring injury. Good callback. Amazing callback.
But he's also a hamstring guy.
But you're right. Dez Bryant could be used on that team because they're not going to have him for at least the 4 to 6 weeks.
And that's a team that has a chance to win a Super Bowl. That needs a guy now. The millions of dollars that he's going to ask for, it would be worth it to have a guy on that's going to catch 6 touchdowns for 800 or 700 yards.
Oh, man.
Martellus Bennett numbers.
Um,
I can also see the Denver Broncos. I don't understand why they're not interested in him whatsoever.
Because Case Keenum is there. Receivers. Case Keenum is there. He don't want to go there because Case is there.
Who are their 2 solid wide receivers?
Emmanuel Sanders and what's his name?
I say. How do we know they are still elite there?
Who, by the way, was number 3 on drops.
I said, how do we know they're still elite? Because we know that Case Keenum with great wide receivers did pretty damn good in Minnesota. And now he's over there with them, and I'm just saying, how do we know?
I'm seeing an uptick on both of them.
How do we know?
Demarius Thomas was also one of the leading drops.
He's a dropper,
yeah.
He's a dropper.
He's a dropper.
I like how you put
he likes
that.
To drop that deuce.
I like how you put that. I like how you put that. We got a lot of motherfucking NFL, so we're gonna go.
You want to hit?
Yeah. Okay.
Since you brought up the Bears, because Alshon Jeffries used to be with the Bears, we're gonna segue our way down this goddamn list.
Yeah.
Roquan Smith finally signed. Roll motherfucking time.
Welcome, Roquan Smith, to the Chicago Bears.
Finally.
And
So
good
last
for
rookie-
fucking you for holding out. This is a holdout that I'm
Tell him.
100% behind. So he's holding out because they were trying to fucking take money away from him. From the helmet rule. If he got penalized for this helmet rule and stuff like that. And he was like, wait a second. You don't even know what that rule is, and you guys are trying to take money away from me, a player that's never had a problem on the field.
He's never even had a contacting, or, what do you call it?
Head-to-head?
No, they call it targeting. He's never had a targeting
this
call.
This is a clean,
on
classy defensive player that's somehow being treated as someone that has a past of breaking the rules.
Roll Tide.
Why are they hating?
Because, you know why? Because he's from motherfucking Alabama.
And they're trying to save money. Trying to save money. It's a scumbag move by the Bears.
It's just that their owner is a historic fucking
nickel and
cheap
diming
bastard. That is what's going on with their... Because look, Brian Urlacher should still be playing football with the fucking Bears. Literally, he could have retired last year if they had really had their head on straight. There is no reason that he should have had to be in the Hall of Fame this year because they're cheap. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand legacy and what it means to have veterans and they get rid of veterans a lot of the time.
Let's reward
and they don't like
the
to pay
for
guy.
being a class fucking act on the field. Don't try to penalize him and try to make money on this bullshit fucking helmet rule, which is ridiculous already in the preseason.
Right.
It's like the calls on the helmet rule are just insane right now.
To me, they're trying to use the fact that they've made terrible draft picks in the past to save money on this good draft pick that they just made. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the last
He's
rookie.
the first round pick.
He's the last rookie to get signed. The last rookie, I mean, like, of all of them.
All their 31 teams have signed all of their rookies.
From the
and
first to
Roquan
the
Smith
7th round.
has not been signed because of this fucking contract clause in there. It's fucking
Because
ridiculous.
it's the goddamn slave mentality of the motherfucking
bullshit.
NFL, man. They
But
think that they can do anything.
I'm very happy that he's on the field now and he can join this fucking team because
You
we
got a
need
good
him.
deal?
Because we need him. 4 years, $18 million.
That's a good
Great.
deal.
Got a good rookie deal.
Yeah, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. We need him desperately. We need him
All right.
desperately.
Yeah, I think he completely changes the scope of the defense. You got to realize that Alabama players who come off on the defensive end come out and usually, historically, change defenses. Like the one year that the Dallas Cowboys were a decent defense, they, in recent years, under, when the Tony Romo years, Rashawn McClain came out and fucking balled out. Now, he had some issues off the field.
Is
which-
Roquan from Alabama?
Roquan?
Yeah.
He played at the university.
That's a tough name.
Georgia.
With a name like that, you got to be a tough guy.
He's not a Bama boy. He's a Georgia. He's Georgia. He's Georgia.
Are you positive?
Trying to claim
No, are
my
you-
fucking
Where is he from?
linebacker? He's from Georgia.
No, he's from.
Oh, that's what I was asking. You kept saying Montezuma, Georgia.
Are you sure?
100%.
Well, somebody got that wrong on television
Not
today.
all the good players are from Bama.
I'm
Most of
saying,
them
hey,
are.
somebody got that wrong on television today. Because you think I just made that up?
They said he's from Bama on TV today?
Definitely. You think I just literally went
The
into my bag and
disrespect
made
my
up
fucking
shit?
football team gets. They don't even know where
Matter
our
of
fucking
fact,
number one draft
I'll give
pick
you
is
the
from.
name. I'll give you
Montezuma's
the name.
revenge right there.
FS1.
FS1?
Doug-
fucked up?
What's his name? Doug.
Doug from Alabama.
Y'all just mad because ain't nobody from nowhere y'all root for.
Oh, God,
No
no.
one is from Culver City, California.
Where's all my Oaklanders?
Yeah.
Oakland, Illinois in the house?
That's
Anyone?
That's all that fucking is. That's all
Can I
that
just
is.
claim the city of Chicago just to make it
What
easier?
are you talking about? Bill's excited for college football.
Because you're probably really excited for college football. And
Oh, me?
Bill.
you!
We thought you were talking
Bill.
about because
Ain't a fucking
there wasn't an apostrophe S in the text.
Bill. Oh, sorry.
So I thought it was the Buffalo Bills.
excited for college
Yeah,
football.
but let's finish with NFL first before we
Well,
get there.
yeah.
I just
Hey,
figured
no.
that you-
I thought you were talking about the Buffalo Bills. That's why it's in the college
God,
football.
no.
That's why it's in the college football. I mean, that's why it's in the NFL section. I was like, what? Why would they? They got some good quarterbacks play, but they didn't look bad. In the preseason, they was like, damn. Like I was like, damn.
well, sticking with the
Eric
Bears.
hates the Bills. That's how I thought what was going on.
staying on the Bears. Yeah. So thank goodness that Roquan Smith came. So I got a major problem. I think we've talked about this all throughout the offseason and during the season last year, but the fact that Chase Daniel is the Bears' backup quarterback and Colin Kaepernick does not have a fucking job. It's insane to me. It's insane.
Bro, the fact that motherfucking starting quarterback is like
Hey, easy.
starting
easy.
quarterback
There ain't nothing wrong
can't-
with Mitch Trubisky.
your Mitch Trubisky
Nothing wrong with
can't
Mitch
hold.
Trubisky.
He couldn't hold
Nothing wrong.
Colin Kaepernick's Dak.
Yes, he can.
Dak?
No.
He couldn't hold it if he wanted to.
Kaepernick will hold Mitch Trubisky's dick by the end of the year.
Oh no, that's really wishful thinking. I know, but let me tell you something.
It's not. It's not.
Colin Kaepernick could come off the motherfucking red carpet wherever he is right now. All you see is pictures of him on the red carpet these days. He's just taking pictures with old white ladies and just smiling and cheesing with the big fro. Yeah, of course. And he would come off out of his tuxedo right now and take Mitch Trubisky's job. Right now.
No. Okay. Stop disrespecting my quarterback, you Tom Brady loving motherfucker.
It's not about Tom Brady. I love all quarterbacks.
No, the only thing I can't talk shit to you because your fucking quarterback's Tom Brady, so it's not fair. It's not a fair conversation.
it's not even
Mitch
about that.
Trubisky is going
I'm
to
talking
be.
about
He's
Colin.
going to be fine. We can't judge
about Colin.
Mitch Trubisky until
I'm
we
talking
see
about.
him play a full season under the right offensive coordinator.
All I'm
So
talking about
after
is-
this season, Bill, if Mitch Trubisky's bad, then you can talk all the shit you want.
Well-
but until now, you keep your mouth shut and let me enjoy my quarterback.
Well, let me tell you about it.
Chase Daniel is my backup quarterback.
Let me ask you about a quarterback I know neither one of you really enjoy. Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, Let me. Okay.
I'm segueing down this entire list.
Let me say one thing about Big Ben. I will talk shit about Big Ben for days. He's
But as a football player.
But on the fifth day.
As a football player, as a QB, Ben Roethlisberger's not a bad quarterback.
he's a
by
Hall of
any
Famer.
means. He's going to make the Hall of Fame.
He's only a Hall of Famer
I would
because of Todd
die
Haley.
to have a Big Ben on my team, especially in his prime when he was younger.
Only a Hall of Famer because
And
of Todd Haley.
to top it off, he went to my rival college. So we doubly hated him. And all my friends are Browns fans. So that all that hatred just bled into me, too. And, I just feel like he's kind of like just not a great person.
This dude.
But he
Also,
is a good
he is a
quarterback.
rapist.
he does.
He is a rapist.
Boiling down into not being a great person, he is also a rapist. But I just wanted to point
As
that
a
out.
football player, you can't sack him, and he's got a long arm, and he's
Been
got
sacked a lot.
accuracy.
Been sacked a lot. That's why he's hurt all the time.
Yeah. Recently, I feel like he's hard to take down, but recently he's been falling more so than often. But the beautiful thing about Big Ben, for his size, he's hard to take down, and he can somehow scramble out of the pocket and make something out of nothing.
It's because he was a wide receiver in high school, but that's neither here nor there.
What were you going to say about Big Ben?
Big Ben makes terrible decisions. Go look at the tape. Go look at the numbers. Before Todd Haley got there, and now you're going to be able to look at the numbers after Todd Haley has left. Dude throws a lot of interceptions.
He takes a lot of chances. He's got a big arm.
It's not a lot of chances. He makes a lot of mistakes. If I would be down with you if he was like a Brett Favre type of dude. But what it is he
Brett Favre makes more mistakes than anybody.
So who caught that pass in the back right corner of the end zone against the Arizona Cardinals
I know this.
from
The Super
Ben
Bowl.
Roethlisberger in the Super Bowl?
You want to know it?
Yeah,
Santonio Holmes.
Santonio Holmes. You know what he said when he got to the Jets the next year?
What's that?
He's playing with who?
Chad Penny.
Mark Sanchez. You know what he says? Hey man, that ball comes out a lot better than than where I was. He said that ball comes out a lot better than where I was because it was predictable, is what he was saying. He knew where the ball was coming. And that's because what we forget is we have a lot of talented wide receivers that have been in Pittsburgh. A fuck ton. They haven't managed to keep a lot of them.
Hines Ward, Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Heath Miller,
Plexico Burris.
Plaxico Burris.
Plaxico Burris.
Mike Wallace. We could go on and on and on. Martavius Bryant.
Yeah.
He's gone now too.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, we could talk about that, too.
we could go on and on and on. And it's because they don't pay him, but they get really good wide receivers. And Ben Roethlisberger has been at the benefit of that.
He has.
This
But,
year
I
he
mean,
only has really one.
He makes mistakes. 14 picks last year and 13 the year before. He also threw for 29 touchdowns and 28 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I'm talking about before
not
Todd
terrible.
Haley. So
not
he's had
terrible.
Todd Haley 6 years. I said Todd Haley got his interceptions down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about before Todd Haley, his interceptions are back up.
I mean, his worst year was his third year. He had 23 picks.
And, that's just being reckless. You're a Hall of Famer, you out here throwing 23 pick, I'm telling you, he was a borderline Hall of Famer before Todd Haley gets there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's going to make the Hall of Fame regardless.
Now,
I mean,
now.
the yards he put up, he only threw for 5,000 yards one year.
Yeah.
That was 2014.
I thought it was
Few
2 years
years ago.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's getting old.
But you
He's
know what they
getting
never
old to
do?
be-
You know what they never do? You know what they always do? They always disappoint us in the playoffs. Because they're fucking risk takers. They're not game makers. They're not game breakers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm really interested with Juju Smith.
another
Schuster.
athlete.
I mean, he's crazy. He's crazy good.
Yeah.
Let's see if Big Ben can't get it done with that offense this year. It's pretty nuts to me.
I mean, he had a better offense last year. Because he had Martavius Bryant over there.
Yeah, but he was
Yeah.
smoking weed.
Doesn't matter what he was smoking. He wasn't
always showing up,
Bell
though.
be smoking weed too.
Yeah.
Like everybody on that team smoked weed.
Montavious
Obviously.
is already having problems in Oakland.
I mean, they live in Pittsburgh, so.
Do you think the L Bell is gonna be? I think L Bell is gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle next year.
I hope so. They need to start treating him
Didn't
right.
they sign Ajayi to a big contract?
A big one? I don't know. But he is there, and he's good.
Last year, didn't they sign him to like a big contract
What is that supposed to
for
mean?
like the future?
NFL, they can cut anybody anytime. Doesn't matter.
Right, but I mean, if they're spending money,
I'm going. Look, I'm telling you.
and they did pretty well with
I'm
him.
just saying. Don't
why
be
would
surprised
you-
next year if L Bell is
But Jay Ajayi is also very good.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's a small guy,
I think
but
he's
he's
a little.
powerful.
I think he's a little overrated.
He's powerful for a small guy, but he
But,
doesn't,
I
have, he
mean-
doesn't have the patience that Le'Veon Bell does.
Listen,
Obviously, I
if-
mean, Le'Veon Bell's one of the greatest of all time.
You know who also doesn't have patience?
Who?
Aaron
The-
Rodgers with his motherfucking wide receivers.
Man, this is my problem with Aaron Rodgers again, man.
He's a fucking asshole.
And this has been something that's been said from Greg Jennings and stuff like that, like his wide receivers in the past. That Aaron Rodgers, like
Donald Driver.
blame game. He's like a guy that points a finger. And granted, I'm sure his wide receivers are dropping passes and doing whatever. But man, be a fucking leader. Pick these guys up, dude. Don't fucking bitch and moan about like, that's not how I'm used to things. I'm not used to this kind of shit. And that's fucking bullshit, man. Aaron Rodgers, lead these guys. Be their fucking fathers and get them off the fucking ground, man.
I
Give
ask
them
you something?
confidence. Don't fucking make them scared to fuck up.
Bill, this is not a question for you because I know how you feel.
Yes.
What did you think of Peyton Manning's leadership during the regular season with his wide receivers?
Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
I love Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's always had Hall of Fame wide receivers. There's no
mean,
reason
he
for him to
has.
have
But he got on them.
no reason for him to have
Listen,
ever had.
the
acted
difference
any
is,
kind of
though, people somehow respected Peyton Manning because, listen, if you're going to get on a guy, I feel like Peyton Manning does something outside of that.
No, you know what it is? You saying Peyton Manning got on guys on the field.
Yeah.
You know what he never did?
In the
he never
media.
he never went in front of a camera and said
In the media.
You know, Reggie Wayne needs to just get his shit together.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. This is
That's
just
He
what we
never
said. That
he
is
never
the
went in
difference.
front of a camera.
Yeah, put them on blast.
Or in front of a
the whole
coach.
entire world.
You're right.
In front of a coach or anybody and said, "Hey, this guy needs to get his fucking shit
Yeah,
together."
man, leave that
Like,
shit for
no,
the field, man.
That's
Behind
not
the
when you do
camera,
it.
right?
You work at work.
Yeah.
And when you get off work, you know what I'm saying? I work with a lot of
Then you
fucking
put it
stupid
behind you.
people, you know what I'm saying, where I
Exactly.
work
Not
right now.
everyone
But
needs
I'm not
know
fixing
that
to
you're
go.
fucking up. Why tell
Right.
everyone that your wide receivers fucking up?
Exactly.
But
So-
they don't need that, and they're
And
young too,
Tom
man.
Brady, Tom Brady's got a lot of wide receivers that he has had problems
Oh,
with.
Tom Brady on the field, you watch him yell at people.
But you never
it's
have heard
not-
him come out on the,
Not in the
on the
interviews.
podium and go,
That
you
dude's the
know, that
president.
dude, you know, I cussed him out because he fucking missed all them routes. He
Yeah,
missed
exactly.
26 routes today. You
Oh,
know,
this is
I hit him.
this
I
is
hit him. I
unacceptable.
hit him 15 times. He missed 26 routes. So how about that?
But you also know that Bill Belichick is going to do the yelling for him.
But he doesn't on the. But also about Bill Belichick,
Oh, man,
doesn't
I
do
love
it
it.
in front of the
Oh, no.
media.
Man.
That's what I love about Bill Belichick.
like insider of like him mic'd up or anything, like watching him on the field, you see how animated he is in front of the. I mean, I
You know
love
who
that
you
about
don't
Bill.
see who's really animated? Khalil Mack. Not except on the field.
Ooh.
One of the smoothest segues I've ever heard.
So
Hey man,
what's going
I'm
on
out
over
here
there?
segueing down
need it.
The Raiders.
this
the Raiders.
list.
The Raiders need to.
That was smooth, man.
That
He
was
doesn't talk.
It
He's
would be
like
even
kind of like
smoother
Kawhi
if we
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Didn't acknowledge it.
He
Guys.
doesn't really talk.
Say it again.
I said it would be even smoother if we didn't acknowledge.
Oh, hey. Segue has got to be acknowledged.
Let's pat our back.
Khalil Mack.
People don't even know what a Segway is these days. They just think I'm riding around in this motherfucker.
It's something that you ride around.
They just think I'm like doing fucking ollies off of a motherfucking
Going off a
Just
couch.
keep talking about
Yeah.
that thing that you ride around.
What's
It's like
he
a bird.
doing? What's he doing? He must have that off-road one or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Khalil Mack apparently doesn't like the Whitey. And Whitey is very white.
Wait, doesn't like the what?
He doesn't like Whitey. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. He doesn't like John Gruden.
Oh, well, he is Whitey.
He is Whitey. He's
Yeah.
very much so Whitey.
Is this why this contract's not getting done? I think it's not getting done because they don't have enough money.
I really don't.
No, he is Whitey. He fucking cut the fucking punter off that team.
Because his attitude. His
No,
attitude was
'cause of his
terrible.
No.
No,
Showboatiness.
not his attitude, because he dances. That's all.
That's all.
He ain't got a
it
bad
was.
attitude.
He's one of the best punters.
He's just
Did you guys
dead.
see what he did in Denver recently?
Bro,
do?
he's got.
They're having problems with him in Denver too.
Oh,
With
no.
his fucking attitude.
Let me tell you something. They're having problems. He doesn't have an attitude. He has a grievance. which is he just got fired from his last job because he dances and is entertaining on the field in a way that white folks don't want him to be entertaining.
Marshawn Lynch is the starting running back of the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, because he can fucking produce on third down.
John Gruden won a Super Bowl with Warren Sapp. I'm not making this a race thing.
No, it's not.
It's not a race thing.
It's a stay in your lane kind of thing.
It's not a race thing. It's a stay in your lane
How bad is
thing.
it if a punter, after the play is dead, dances?
No, it's not bad. It's just not how Gruden works.
Yeah, but he didn't. I'm saying he didn't have an
Gruden knew
attitude.
that he was going to get a job somewhere else.
He
You know
didn't
what I mean?
have an attitude until he's being told not to do what he's being done.
This Denver,
And I
this
guarantee
Denver
you,
interview is making him look like a fucking
I
prick.
guarantee
What'd he
you,
say?
Denver.
He's complaining about being in Denver. He's disrespecting.
Yeah, 'cause I guarantee you they
Denver
told him-
greats and stuff like that. He's
I guarantee you they
tried
told
to
him
do an
don't
interview
dance.
with him, and you like refuse to like cooperate.
I guarantee you he's being told not to dance. And that's the reason he's not cooperating with any more
I don't want
interviews.
to talk about King, and because he's just not important to me.
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. Can we get back to Khalil Mack? Because this.
Hey,
is
I
important.
think that might have a lot to do with the reason he's not signing. I agree with James. Like, well, people don't realize is
Wait,
that dude was a big part of
Do you
the
think
team.
Mack's not signing because he doesn't want to be there, or because they're not giving him enough money?
No, I think he's doing it because he doesn't. Bro, they got plenty of money in Oakland.
How? How do they have money?
It's
They
one
just
of the
gave
most
Gruden
popular
$100
franchises.
million.
It's still one of the most popular franchises in the league. Doesn't matter. Just like the Cowboys.
Going to Vegas.
Yeah, and they're going to Vegas. Bro, they got plenty of money. It's not about money.
Thing. I think it's a money thing.
Dude,
They're
this guy
talking about
is-
him
this
going to
guy's-
Green Bay if he doesn't sign with them. Trading him to Green Bay. So you telling me it's not about the
no,
money?
I read about that. It's almost impossible for Green Bay to
No,
get him.
exactly.
Because
It's
they don't
not
have
about the money,
they
bro.
don't have enough money for him.
It's not about the. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the money. He don't like Gruden.
Khalil Mack wants to get paid.
How
Did
about
he not
this?
have a
Let
great
me-
year last year?
great
Yeah,
year?
great
He
year.
wants to get paid, and I don't think
You know
Oakland
why
has the money for him.
Bro, he has not talked to John Gruden as of last week. Now you telling me it ain't about him wanting to be there. It's about the money. No, he hadn't talked to this dude. So that tells me he don't want to be there. He don't like this guy for whatever reason. And I think it has a lot to do with getting rid of King, and he got rid of a lot of other players too.
And it
He
has a
didn't
lot to do
really
that
get him.
Gruden fucking makes you work hard. He makes
No,
you work real
Gruden,
hard. David Carr's
Khalil
even
Mack,
talking- or
Khalil
Derek
Mack,
Carr's even talking about it.
Khalil Mack is the hardest
workers.
workers in the NFL.
Pro Bowler
has
in
nothing to
two
do with it.
positions.
First of all, I'm not agreeing that he doesn't want to be there. I think it's a contract situation.
I don't
of
think it's a
money,
contract.
So I'm not on your guys' side there. I think they're going to find out. They're going to sign him before the end of the year. I think they really.
I don't think
Before
he
the
wants
end
to
of the-
be there.
or before the end of preseason.
I don't think he wants to be there. I think it's not about the money as much.
There's already rumors that he's signing for $25 million a year.
Now
so
that's a
it's
deal.
down to money. It's
That's a
down
deal.
to money, and him getting paid the money that he deserves because he deserves a shitload of money.
He does.
And I think they're trying to come.
You know
to
who
terms.
also deserves a shitload of money?
The Rams.
Wait, the whole team?
Aaron motherfucking Donald.
yeah.
And
Going
I
down the
told
list here.
y'all,
That's
told
happening
y'all,
soon, but man, it is taking a
Nope, they said,
long ass time.
Look,
Wow.
everybody's been saying there's going to be within the next 2 weeks. Adam Schefter came on this morning and said, no, that's not likely to happen.
What did they say? They're in the same zip code or something?
Not
Is that-
likely to happen is
is
what
that what
Adam
you're
Schefter
saying?
said this morning. He said not likely to happen within the next 2 weeks. So that tells me they exhausted all of their leverage when they signed Gurley, which is what I told y'all. They should have never fucking done that. They jumped the gun because they could have signed Aaron and then signed Gurley for even a little bit less money, and still Gurley would have been happy.
They should have flipped it. They should have
Should've
flipped
flipped it.
Flip
but
it
they
for
will
real.
sign Aaron Donald too.
Not this year, I don't think.
Yes, they will.
And then whatever they sign him for, they're going to definitely pay way more than they was going to have to pay him at first. Way more. They're going to have to pay him almost double probably what
Oh, yeah.
J.J. Watt's getting
Oh, yeah,
right
no,
now.
they're-
He's
I
going to
mean-
get like quarterback money.
He'll get paid. He's going to get paid, but they're going to get it done because they need
And
him.
so sorry, Goff. You
they need-
probably ain't going to get no big contract,
You,
buddy.
Goff,
Well, he
Goff
doesn't
doesn't
deserve
know
it.
where the sun rises and sets.
I'm just
You can't
saying
give
he
that
probably
guy
won't
money.
get one now because Aaron Donald's going to have to get paid like a $200 million contract, man.
I mean, he's going to get paid because they're not letting him go. The best,
It's ridiculous.
The best defensive player in the fucking NFL. They're trying to find out how they can pay him what he wants without completely ruining the future of the team.
yeah.
Wow.
Or they pay him what he wants for the future of this young team.
You know what? You know what
Lock
the people
him down.
You know what the people want? The NBA! right. That's why you love us. That's why it's the #1 podcast in the motherfucking world or universe. All of
He's on fire!
Galaxy.
Facts.
Yeah, I used the galaxy this
That's
time.
how you did. I usually have to add that in. Because the Galaxy
and it.
literally like hits me up after every podcast. Is like, yo,
He's
man, I
heating
really
up!
appreciate you remembering me.
Yeah. I know.
That's what I'm all about.
That's why
Eric. Thanks for remembering the Galaxy.
that's why Eric's that's why his what you call it's always full. His voicemail.
The Galaxy hitting him up.
Yeah, it's just always hitting him up.
my
By the way, we're talking about the LA Galaxy because
They're talking about the LA Galaxy.
They get no love on any other podcast.
Right. Shout out to the LA Galaxy.
I'm an LAFC fan.
Shout out to the Chicago.
Oh, y'all can go fuck yourself.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm on that laughs train.
Okay. Fuck all that.
Okay, so NBA.
LeBron James
Why?
and LeVar Ball.
What
LeVar
happened?
Ball, he came out and he said, it's not LeBron's team, it's Lonzo's team.
When did this? I actually missed.
Oh,
this.
that happened. What? You missed it.
Yeah. I
Well,
missed some-
that's
I
why.
missed things
That's why I
sometimes.
keep.
Missed it too.
Yeah, thank you.
I keep up for both of y'all, man.
Thank you.
I'm
Appreciate
here
it,
for
Bill.
both of y'all, man. I just be out here
Really,
digging,
really,
The
really,
#1
really.
podcast producer right here.
Yeah.
digging
Number
through
in the
nothing but
galaxy.
smut and shit.
Okay, so what's going
Garbage.
on this?
I just
stupid story?
I just told you. I literally just
That's
told
it. That's it.
you. LeBron James
Story.
just got. I
non-story.
don't know if you know. He just got signed to the Lakers.
What?
And
Wait,
Podcast
what?
on that.
I don't know if you know this. First person to say he was going to the Lakers,
LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball. Now,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's probably that's the smartest thing he's ever said.
I don't know. Yeah, hey, he said his son was going to get drafted by the Lakers too. I don't know.
Bam.
Hey, damn, he's not too bad with the. He's like LeVar Nodamus or some shit like that. You know?
LeVar Nodamus.
It's a good one.
hey.
Hey, you fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? So he said that. I'm just wondering, do you feel like he's prophetic? Do you feel like it really is Lonzo? Do you feel like there's a situation, a universe, a moment in time where where LeBron James will look over at Lonzo and go, young fella, take it over.
Not this year.
I'm looking at you. Is this a real question, or is this just like a setup for a
It's
joke?
a real question. It's a real question. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? No. When is it? What?
I figure,
You want me to talk about it?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're the
go
Laker
ahead.
fan. You're the resident
Yeah.
Laker
So look,
fan. You're
look.
supposed to have feelings about
Lonzo
this.
Yeah,
Ball
as
was
our
Lonzo
Lakers
Ball's
fan.
rookie year, right? Everyone before it started, everyone was like, his dad's gonna be a distraction. Was his dad really a distraction this year? Did his dad
Hell
really
no.
do anything?
Nope.
No, he's
Well, one time
No.
when
Wasn't
he basically was
wasn't he in
basically
Croatia
saying.
or something with his other sons.
yeah.
Well, no, he basically was saying at the beginning of the year that Luke Walton wasn't gluing with the team or wasn't getting the
Oh,
voice
no,
of
yeah,
the team.
I
And
remember
then they
saying
started
that.
winning, and then he shut up, and then ESPN
also
just
that
brought
had
him
something
on.
to do with one kid, I don't know, some kid in UCLA stealing sunglasses in China.
Yeah, but that wasn't the Lakers.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but all of a sudden, LeVar's attention had to be
Oh, yeah, sure.
somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
That's true.
There is,
So there are little bit factors, but that was halfway through the season. So
Yeah.
to be fair, you know what I'm saying?
and I think Magic Johnson talked to him, didn't he?
he did.
He said
but
he wasn't allowed it in games in
Yeah.
the in
he
the
was
tunnel. In the
Yeah,
tunnel.
yeah, yeah.
He's not
Press
allowed in the tunnel. He wasn't allowed to talk to the press anymore after the game, and he wasn't allowed in the same seat that he had in the family section. He had a different seat.
So they squashed it.
Exactly.
their
yeah,
job.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm
This-
agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
This is just LeVar being LeVar. He has to hype up his brand, his big baller brand, his son.
Big Ball brand never lost.
Never lost. Never lost.
This guy is 100% wrong with this non-story statement, though.
WWF Raw.
This is LeBron's team for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
All right. And let me tell you something. I believe it will never be Lonzo Ball's team because I think that Lonzo has greatness potential, but he's not a star. He is a high IQ basketball mover. He just makes the right play. He's not Chris Paul. He doesn't break down a defender and
No.
then pass. He literally just, oh, you're open?
Now
I
let
don't
me-
even have to
now-
think about
now
it.
let
I
me
pass
take-
the ball.
Now let me take up for this kid a little bit right here. If he only had 1 year, so if he can do two things, finish at the rim.
He can finish at the rim.
No, he was terrible at finishing the rim.
Talking about
this season.
Lonzo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was terrible at finishing the rim this year. I think midway through the season, he was 25% or some shit like that at the layup with layups. He got to finish at the rim, and he's got to get his shot better.
That's true.
And I'm telling you,
got to learn how to shoot basketball.
only two things he's got to do.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this.
And because look, his defense isn't that bad. He does well on defense. You really just gotta improve on them on those two things.
But let me ask you this. Rajon Rondo can finish at the rim. He never learned.
He can't shoot.
He can't
But he
shoot.
can't
Right.
shoot.
Is Rajon Rondo? I think I see. He's on the same team. I see
see where
Rajon
you're
Rondo
going.
potential in Lonzo Ball.
I think Lonzo could be
Ronzo.
a big Rajon Rondo. I think he could be a bigger Rondo because he is.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, Rondo's only like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
And Lonzo is
And
6'6".
Lonzo's 6'7". It's listed as 6'7".
Still growing. He's a young boy.
He's going to grow. He's going to beef up.
Right.
But he's got to learn how to shoot a ball.
That's
and he's got to finish at the rim.
But I seriously think it'll never be a team. It'll
It's not
be
going to be his
Brandon
team.
Ingram's
I was
going to
say it's probably Ingram's team before for ball, right?
He's the Kobe.
Ingram is
and then
not
Lonzo's
solid
like the Pau
enough.
Gasol.
The reason
Yeah,
that
he's
doesn't
super
work.
young though, too, man.
Ingram has got to get bigger. I'm sorry.
And he will get bigger.
or he's got to do something like.
We saw what LeBron did.
I don't know if he's gonna get bigger. We said that with Andrew Wiggins. Oh, he's gonna get bigger, and then he hasn't gotten any bigger. And guess what? He's terrible at defense.
Yes.
And
He does
guess-
average
and guess
like
what
19
And
points a game.
everything else, I think.
And guess
No,
what? Ingram is
Andrew
not
Wiggins can
solid
still
on
score.
yet.
He can still
Guess what?
score.
Ingram is not
shoot?
solid at yet. He's not solid
Wiggins
on the
can
defensive
sco-
end
yeah,
late in the game.
I think Wiggins has a mid-range jumper.
three-point.
I mean, he averages like.
Let me tell you something. If
Almost
he has a
20 points a
mid-range
game.
jumper, he should tell the Minnesota Timberwolves. Because let me tell you something. Doesn't
Wow.
do it often. All you see is a bunch of jacked up
He's
threes
got
on
Jimmy
that
Butler
team.
running around shooting the ball.
Oh
too.
man, look. Let's talk about them for 2 seconds. They're straight garbage. I think they fall out of the fucking playoffs this year.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Minnesota?
Oh yeah.
Minnesota's going to fall out?
Everyone
yeah.
had such high expectations from them.
Don't talk about the Timberwolves like that.
I
man.
watched every fucking game with them with the Rockets, and the main problem with them, I watched them a few times this season. They beat the fucking beat the Thunder a couple times. Anyway, their main problem was nobody plays as a team on there.
No.
Everybody ISO'd. I counted literally with ESPN 53 isolations in game 1. Straight ISOs.
No. That team should be so much better than they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they try to blame Carl Anthony. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
The big cat, Carl
cat,
Anthony
big cat.
Towns. They tried to blame that motherfucker. And I'm like, hold on.
I want him to go somewhere
He
else.
can't bring the ball up the court. All 3 players who were responsible for bringing up the ball up the court fucking would shoot it.
Chuck it.
Or fucking pass it to somebody who was going to shoot it.
Let me tell you something. When the ball gets into Karl Anthony Towns, he needs to not pass and just score.
Yeah.
That dude has moves.
Yeah, exactly. The
But
offense
he-
should focus around.
But he can't do that because if he does that, then he becomes the problem. It has to be a focused offense.
Well,
which
I'm telling you, you're absolutely right. They're ISO guys. They're Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins. If they had kept Ricky Rubio, that would have been way better for the team.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
They just wanted star power, and they didn't give a fuck about Ricky.
That's true.
And Ricky took his team to the playoffs.
Sure did.
And if you add just straight up Lonzo Ball on the Minnesota Timberwolves, do they make the playoffs?
No.
I think they do, man. He's a ball mover.
It's about chemistry. So, and he's not the kind of dude who I see as like a Jason Kidd or Chris Paul who's going to take over the locker room when he gets there. Like, he's not fixing to be like, yo, I'm in charge.
No, man.
Do it.
Yeah, Lonzo
Do what I
Ball's a
say.
quiet dude that, like,
No, but I'm saying
is a
he's
part of something,
he's
not
prob-
putting something together.
I think he could be the greatest of all time at being a role player. He's a ball mover. That's
But
all
I
he
agree.
does.
I agree with you. But to
Right,
fix the
but
problem that's in Minnesota,
for the
you need a
situation that you
personality
brought up.
that is
an alpha.
right. That is
Yeah.
going to be able to come in and say,
I mean, a
"Yo,
Rajon Rondo
I understand all
would
y'all."
almost be better than a ball.
You need a guy who's going to come in and say, "Look, I understand all y'all feel like you the man, but I'm the man."
I
Now
mean,
we
you
can
need
pull
like
out
a
our
Chris
dicks
Paul.
right now and we can look at it and see how. But I'm the man.
Okay.
Like you
Yeah.
need a guy who's going to do that.
Because that's
you
Jimmy
got
Butler
two-
there right
you
now.
got 2 number 1 picks and a certified all-star in Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
They all think they're the man.
Yeah.
Well, see,
And
people
Jimmy
say
Butler thinks he
certified
can shoot better
all-star,
than he can,
certified
too, which is the
all-star,
problem.
certified all-star. Jimmy
Jimmy Butler, isn't he?
People say that, but he's been hurt a lot.
He's a multi-all-star.
He has, but let me tell you something. This is the problem with that. In the NBA, this is the only league that we don't go, what have you done for me lately? We always go back and go like, oh, yeah, he's great. He's great. What is he now? And right now, he is like 2 scopes away from being Dwayne Wade today. So we need to see what he's going to be. And he needs to take a step back and maybe put more trust in the youth that's before him. He's at that age where that's where you really have to start looking at. He's not LeBron James as a talent. He's not Kevin Durant as a talent. He's not Kawhi Leonard as a talent. He has to sit back and realize who he is.
I've always said this about Jimmy Butler.
Speaking of sitting back and then realizing who you are, Carmelo Anthony finally has a place. We can.
Melo has a home. Melo
What
has
is
a
this?
home.
Is he officially coming off the bench?
That's their plan.
Their plan is to get him off the bench?
Yeah.
The man who for 6 years
That's their
has
plan.
said,
That's their
I ain't
plan.
coming off the bench, is coming off
The
the bench.
man who looked across at Paul George and said, "Hey P, they say I got to come off
Yeah.
the bench."
Yeah, that guy. That's Houston's plan. And he's getting paid like a guy that should be coming off the
Sure,
bench.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I don't think there's anyone.
Because he already got paid $28 million.
So now they
Hey,
can just give him
the
a few
Thunder
more
ain't
million.
paid him either.
Be like, hey man, do you want to win a championship? You want to try to win a championship? Come off the bench.
Let me
Done.
ask y'all a question, because everybody's going to ask the same
You're not
question.
a part of something new. You're a part of something that's there. You know what I mean?
Everybody's going to ask the question, will he work? Will it won't work? Why do y'all think it didn't work in OKC? If he's going to go, and let's just say he does come off the bench, why do you think it didn't work for him in OKC if he's going to go off? I mean, why wouldn't he have just stayed in OKC and gotten the same amount of money that he was going to get and just
Brian Westbrook.
been on the
I think it's
been on
Westbrook.
the bench?
I think it's Westbrook. I don't think those two play well together.
I don't think
Westbrook's
it has
a
anything
huge
to do with
personality
Russell.
that takes over a team, and Melo wants to be like
Let me tell
the
you.
dude, and Westbrook's like, I don't want you taking those shots, man. I want to take those
If you
shots.
think that
and I
he-
got Paul George over here, who I think I like better than you, so I want him to take those shots too.
If you think that if he thinks that he's going to be better with James Harden than Russell Westbrook, then he is sadly mistaken, because Russell
I think
Westbrook
it's the Chris
averages.
Paul factor that like changes
mover.
everything.
Yeah, but he didn't really move the ball that much more than they normally do this season.
All the
last
Rockets
season.
do is pass.
Chris
Yeah,
Paul.
that's. But okay, so
Chris Paul.
all the Thunder did was pass. The dude averaged.
He's still an orchestrator.
Dude, I don't know. The guy we were talking about averaged more assists than James Harden did.
Wait, are
and
you
he
asking
also
The Rockets pass. Russell Westbrook passes.
last year it was the big three that was passing. The problem was
Also,
you don't get a lot of passing
Andre
from
Robertson's back
Carl.
too. He starts.
Right.
He
You don't-
starts.
I'm saying you
He's
don't
gonna
get a
start.
lot of passing from Carmelo. That was the problem in their offense. It wasn't Paul George doesn't pass, or you think Steven Adams doesn't pass?
right.
He passes
Okay,
too
you're
much.
right.
My
You
whole
are
point
right.
is, why, if you think that Carmelo's going to accept that role in Houston
Off the bench.
off the bench, why wouldn't he accept that? See, I don't think it's going to work, because to me,
No,
you're asking for the exact same situation that he was in, because
It-
the only reason he was starting in Oklahoma City is because there wasn't a player better than him to start in front of him. And they're really, right now, you can't, who's better than Carmelo Anthony on the Houston Rockets right now that's going to start in front of him?
At small forward.
Well, it was Trevor Ariza or
Right, it was.
Yeah.
So now, and it's not Mbamute
So
because he's
They'll
gone.
be PJ Tucker out
And he's not better than Carmelo.
because he plays defense.
I mean, he's just
Well,
not
that's
better.
why I said it.
They
didn't
don't
work
need
in-
another
in-
scorer
in-
in that starting five. They need a scorer off the bench. That's
And
a
it-
role.
and
They
if
just lost the
Melo-
scores. They just lost 2 scores, so I
Ariza
do
was
think
not
that they.
that big of a scorer.
But
was
he
a
was
defensive guy.
he was what they were giving him 16. He's what Melo's giving you 16 points. But you're
But-
saying the defense is what is increasing his ability as a player, and I'm saying, why is it that Melo doesn't fill half of that role? The scoring at least he's going to fill.
Trevor
Because he's
Ariza
going against the
averaged like 10
starters.
points a game.
So Melo averaged more than he did.
But you're going against starters. I think
But he
you
doesn't
would
play
be
defense.
Melo was
worse
going against starters
against-
last year too.
That's what. And what did you get? 16 points.
16 as opposed to the 10 points.
You have Capella.
I'm saying-
you're just
Capella.
replacing numbers there. It's
Well,
a
that's what you
system.
got to replace, man. Those numbers mattered last year, and he's not going to be on the team this year, and neither is Mbamute. And you got to understand, the guys that you just mentioned, PJ Tucker, doesn't replace those two guys. I'm just saying, I don't see, unless something happens, soon, there's still time, I don't see anybody better than Carmelo. I'm not saying he's not going to come off the bench, but I don't see anybody better than Carmelo right now.
Defensively, they're all
I'm
better.
talking about offensively. But you got to
it's
score.
not
You got to
about-
play both sides still, though.
Houston's a defensive team. You fucking praise them
Houston
all
is-
year.
Houston-
All year long, you praise them.
I said
Houston was one of the best defensive teams in the NBA
I
last
praised Clint Capella. I never praised Houston.
Houston,
'cause
as
they
a
hide,
team, look
they,
at the stats, was one of the best teams.
They
in
did the
NBA.
exact same.
0.1 worse than the Warriors.
Right.
And the Warriors, who were
Right.
the best team
And
in
how did they
defense.
do that? They did the exact same thing.
So that
Hold on. They did the exact same thing that the Celtics did the year before with Isaiah Thomas on their team. They hid James Harden like they did Isaiah Thomas, and they made sure he wasn't a liability. That's a defensive scheme. You're not talking, and it basically predicated all on Clint Capella. Their defense completely is representative of that nobody can come into the paint.
and Trevor Ariza, we just talked
And
about
Trevor
him.
Ariza, Trevor Ariza holds it down.
Aminu.
Yeah,
But the anchor and none of it works if you can't come in the paint.
but
none of it works.
I'm saying,
and so I'm
this
saying
is why Melo
I'm
comes
saying
off
that
the bench because
those things are
what
gone,
he
though.
gives offensively, he can still do off the bench. Defensively, he can't cover those starters,
Right.
and this is a defensively
my
sound.
point
team.
is they already got rid of the two guys that you just mentioned that made up the defense last year. Two of the three guys that made up the defense last year are gone.
yeah.
But you just said Clint Capella is the anchor.
Right, but two of the three. I said two of the three. So Clint is the anchor, but two of the so that now he's got to. Is he gonna? It's just like Steven Adams. Steven Adams fell off this year or last season because he lost Enes Kanter. He didn't have nobody else down there, and he didn't have nobody else to help him. You think he can? You think that Clint is now going to be able to do all this shit by himself? No, it's going to be a struggle this year. To your point, because
And
Melo's
PJ
not.
Tucker
Yeah, it won't
helps
be
him out
Melo
more
helping
than
him.
Melo.
That's what I'm saying. Melo.
Yeah, that's why it's
that's
okay for him to come off the bench. I think.
Well, my
I
whole
think there's
point
an
is none of this
understanding.
is okay.
I think there's an understanding by Melo that this is what he needs to do. I think last year was a humbling experience for him, and realizing that this is his
That may
role
all
now.
be true, but my point is
got
none of this
paid.
is okay because
So you don't
they are
think it's
basically
going to work out?
they look like the 7th seed to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
Speaking of seeds, so last week or 2 weeks ago,
was at the grocery store.
2 weeks ago, you talked about the East, and you said the Cavs are going to be better without LeBron James in the East. And
I
you
said they would
make the
have. No, I
playoffs.
did not say
You
that.
said they were a higher seed than they were this year.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do
And
with
you
being
literally
better.
left
I didn't
off,
say.
you left off my Indiana Pacers off of your playoff.
No, I did not.
Jordan and Marcus both put the Pacers up.
Yeah.
And you have the Pacers at what, 7 or 8 then?
No, I
You
had
had
them
the
at
Knicks
5.
above them. You had the Cavs above them.
I had them at 5.
And you had the Bucks above them.
I had them at 5 because Jordan cut me off. I remember he cut me off and
Pacers
said
never came
Indiana.
out of your mouth, and I was
Because
waiting
he
for
said
it.
it, and I said yes, and the Pacers. That was it. Yeah, I never said it because Jordan said it.
So you think the Knicks are going to be better than the Pacers? And you think the
If
Bucks are going to be better?
Porzingis-
And the Cavs?
If Porzingis is
The
healthy,
Pacers are getting better. The Cavs got significantly worse. And you're talking about the New York Knicks being
the
better than the
Cavs
Indiana
did not
Pacers.
get
That's insane to me.
significantly worse. I think the only reason that the
What?
They lost
Watch.
LeBron James.
They lost the best player in the NBA. What are you
Watch.
talking about?
Watch. This is not the the fool team that he left when he went to the Miami Heat. This is not the same team. The team that he left when he went to the Miami Heat was just Mo Williams, and that was it. Now this is a team with former all-stars, and I'm just trying to tell you, Kevin Love is going to be out here balling his ass off. He's not going to be out here playing like no pussy. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are really drastically underestimating Colin Sexton.
I think you're drastically
Y'all are
underestimating
fantastically.
LeBron James.
Y'all are see, this is what I'm saying. Every time y'all don't put anybody doesn't put LeBron James' entire nut in their mouth, if I don't swallow his cum, then I'm good. Like I'm fucking like stupid. I don't know nothing about sports. Let me tell you something. This doesn't have nothing to do with LeBron James. other than the fact that the offense completely fucking opens up and like nobody has to completely rely on one player to ball dominate the ball the entire fucking play of every fucking game of every fucking series for 8 minutes a game. Like, that's not basketball. That's LeBron's ball. And like, I'm trying to tell you, yeah, they made the finals because I'm trying to tell you, man, guess who else made the finals?
The Warriors.
And guess who won?
The Warriors.
Exactly. So that's what my whole point is.
Hey,
like,
listen,
there's other ways to play basketball as well. There's other ways to play basketball. I didn't say the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to win the NBA championship.
You had that above my Pacers, though. That's insane.
No, that's just your feelings. My whole point is.
Wait, no, it's your feelings.
No,
that I'm
that's
judging.
I have no feelings in this. That's the whole point. I am completely objective in
My
this.
question is,
I have
do
no
you actually
fucking dog in the fight.
You actually think the Cavs are going to be better than
because
the Pacers?
they got Kevin Love exactly what he's been successful with his entire career. When he's put up big numbers, he's had a what?
When he didn't make the playoffs.
When he's been successful, what has he done? What has he had? What has he had?
Wait.
Exactly. If you listen to what
he never made the playoffs in Minnesota.
Point guard. He had a good point guard. That is what he needs. He needs a good to great point guard with the skills that Colin Sexton has. Ricky Rubio was his quarterback. I mean, was his point guard, his quarterback on the. That didn't have nothing to do with him and Ricky Rubio.
No, well,
that had to do with the fact
production.
No, they okay. Look at the.
Okay,
go
my
look at
thing
the
is
shit. You can't win basketball with
I think
two
we
players,
all
and
agreed
that's
the
the fact.
Cavs could possibly make the playoffs last year.
He's 23-10. You talking about production? Get the fuck out of here.
They didn't make the playoffs in the Minnesota.
That has nothing to do with him. That has to do with other people. LeBron James never won a fucking finals till his 7th year in the league, and then what happened? What? He's garbage now, huh? That's what I'm saying.
He's garbage.
That's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't have nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. You have to have talent around you to win a championship. That's a fact.
All I want to talk about here is my Indiana Pacers, who have only gotten better with Tyreek Evans, a young team that basically should have knocked LeBron James and this Cavs team out.
I don't like those words.
Should have. They should have. They were the hardest team that the Cavs had to beat in the playoffs. You're telling me that the Cavs team with Kevin Love is better than this building Pacers team? You don't have the Pacers in the top 3 or 4 in the East? That's crazy to me, Bill. I was offended by that.
Man, most people don't have the Pacers. Like, nobody has the Pacers.
Marcus and Jordan both had them in the top 3.
I don't think the Cavaliers are making the playoffs.
In the top 4.
In the top 5. Marcus had him at the last 2.
No, he didn't. He did not. No, he did not.
It's Colin Sexton versus World.
Okay, yeah. Let's get to Sexton. Let's get past the fact that Bill thinks my Pacers are garbage.
Colin Sexton making the All-Star team.
This is crazy, Bill. Sexton will never not make the All. I will bet $1 million that Sexton does not make the All-Star team next year. There's too many good point guards in the East for him to make it.
Pop quiz time.
Yeah, pop quiz time. Name all of them.
Who is the last rookie that made the All-Star team?
Michael Jordan.
No.
Point guard? Or just rookie in general?
I just went
No,
way back.
Rookie in general. Your
just
first
went way
year in
back.
the league, you make the All-Star team. Who is the
LeBron
last
James?
Nope, he didn't
LeBron
make
James
it.
did not make the All-Star team.
Did not make it.
You know who it is? Blake Griffin.
Wow.
And it was his quote-unquote rookie year because he missed a year.
Because he had a broken leg.
Before that, it was Yao Ming. And before that, it was Tim Duncan. Okay, you need to be a world-class
I get it that
talent
Sexton's
to
going
make
to
the
be a good
All-Star
rookie.
team as a rookie.
But you're not going to make it, like, as much shit as we talk about Kyle Lowry. Lowry makes it over Sexton. Kyrie Irving obviously makes it over Sexton.
I think Kyle Lowry is never, I think Kyle Lowry's numbers fall into a fucking abyss this year.
I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I think
you're
every year I say
betting.
it.
Yeah,
every
but
year I think it, and it never happens.
Yeah, that's
though, is the
because he had his
problem.
buddy with him. Those years that you were
Ben
talking
Simmons
about.
is going to make the All-Star game above Sexton. I got love for
Ben
Tyreek
Simmons-
Evans healthy in
Hey,
the Pacers.
let me ask
I
you a
think
question.
he has a better chance than Sexton.
Did Ben Simmons make it this year?
No, he did not.
So let me ask you a
this
question.
year.
Let me ask you a question.
Rookies don't make the All-Star
No,
team.
they don't.
That
If you say they
proves
don't,
more.
if you say they don't, that means the people that you just said would not have actually made
They're
it.
all number one
So
picks.
anyway-
But now they're not rookies anymore.
So anyway,
Yeah.
the guys that you're mentioning,
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, for instance.
Yeah.
Is he going to start shooting? Because I don't know if he learned how to shoot.
What do you think he's doing right now?
As far as I know, he has not
obviously-
learned how to shoot.
he's focusing on shooting.
I've heard shit. And
working with
nobody
Lonzo
said that he
Ball.
learned how to shoot.
He's learning how to shoot right now.
Look, let me say something.
Sexton is not that good. He's good.
Okay, so are
He's
y'all
not
done?
that good.
Are y'all done now?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Rookies don't
what
make
you're
it.
not understanding is him and Kevin Love are going to fucking flourish together. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all just don't understand. They're going to pad each other's stats.
I can't wait to see the NBA season and see Sexton's fucking stats and see if he makes the All-Star game. And then we will revisit this and have this conversation over again. And Bill, you could be right. Me and James could look like fucking
The
assholes.
thing is,
and
you're
idiots.
fucking
You were
overestimating
literally-
the
You're literally
East.
arguing
You're
with a Cavs
overestimating the
fan
East.
about this, which is insane. Like, the Cavs fan should be like, fuck yes, that's going to
Yeah,
make the
guess
All-Star
what
game.
also the Cavs fan is historically? Fucking nervous about their team. Historically fucking nervous. They always are. Especially the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron James. They are always like,
They're also very high on their players, though.
yeah, but they don't know this guy. Nobody knows
You
Colin
don't think
Sexton.
the Cleveland Cavs- You don't think Jordan Simonowski knows who
I know
Sexton
that.
is?
Yeah, he doesn't. He didn't. Look, they did not know who he was before they got him. They did not know a lot about him. Nobody was expecting him except me. I texted y'all and told
If
y'all they was
Sexton
about
went
to get
Illinois, would you be this high on him?
Illinois, yeah. I mean, look,
Any other
let me tell you
university
what.
in
Let me tell
Alabama.
you what. Let me tell you what makes you high on Colin Sexton.
That he,
He
opens
lost
his eyes?
No, he lost.
He gets really intense
He lost
when
the
he plays
game.
defense?
He lost the game with only 4 players on the court by 2 points. Like,
Why is that making me high on
They
Sexton?
came back. He played on a really garbage team last year, and they made the NCAA tournament. I'm just trying to
And
tell
now
you.
he's playing in the NBA against grown-ass men, the
Yeah,
best basketball players in the world.
Colin Sexton chose to go to Alabama. He didn't. He could have gone to a lot of other fucking colleges, man.
I'm just
he's
saying,
not a. He is an unknown commodity because he didn't choose to go to Duke. He didn't choose to go to Michigan. He didn't choose to go to wherever because he wanted to work. I'm just trying to tell you that's a special type of person.
I'm saying
that's a special type of person.
he's
That's
a
a
great
different
player.
type of person. That's a person who's coming in to work. He's already set
all
and
come
ready to
into
play
work. They
defense.
all come into
He
work.
can already shoot better than Lonzo could shoot last year. Coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like he's
That's
not
right.
a great
He's not-
shooter. He's not a great shooter. I'm just saying he can
He's not
already
even a
shoot
great
better.
shooter.
Right?
He's not making the All-Star game.
I say he's not a great shooter. He can shoot. It's not like he can't shoot.
He's still not making the All-Star game.
He's a way better finisher.
Let's play a game.
He's a way better shooter than Ben Simmons is right now.
Everybody is. We are better shooters than Ben Simmons.
Well, then you telling me he's gonna make the fucking All-Star game? Now, that's a goddamn travesty.
I can't pass as well as he can.
Yeah, he can pass.
I
and
think
he can
I
re-
think Colin
rebound,
Sexton
and he
is
can
just as
dunk
good of
really
a passer.
well, and he can
Colin
finish-
Sexton is just as good as a passer as Ben Simmons. You can't tell me he's not just as good of a passer.
Does Kyrie Irving make the All-Star team next year?
100%.
If he doesn't hurt, if he plays next year,
Does
shit.
Gordon
Kyrie-
Hayward make the All-Star team?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. If he plays,
Small forward or shooting guard?
Who knows? I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a.
Well, it depends on what
it
the
does
competition
kinda
might be.
matter.
Other guys.
so we'll put a maybe.
Yeah.
Does Jason Tatum make the All-Star team?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Maybe.
no.
That's a no.
Not if Hayward
no.
makes it.
So one of those is gonna make it.
Yeah, they basically play
Yeah,
the same
one of those
position.
three will
They
make
play
it.
the same position.
So
They-
Al Horford might make the All-Star game.
So Al Horford make the
Oh,
All-Star team.
making my Colin Sexton fucking argument even more.
Al Horford is
Yes
that's
or
a
no?
Hall
He
of
always
Famer,
he's
man.
made it like 4
Yeah,
years in
but-
a row.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Al Horford's an All-Star.
I'm telling you, man. Kevin Love is gonna make the All-Star game
I
this
know
year.
this.
We're not arguing
And
Kevin
that is
Love.
going
Kevin
to that
Love's
is what is
awesome.
going to pad
Sexton
Sexton's
is
number.
not awesome yet.
Hold on.
That's what's gonna pad his numbers, bro.
Al Horford, yes.
That's a maybe too.
Already.
So that turned into a Horford. Okay.
If
Does-
I say if Kevin Love makes it, then Horford doesn't.
Does
make
Kawhi Leonard make the All-Star team?
If he plays, yes.
Bill.
it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Guys, Kawhi Leonard has to make the All-Star.
plays,
He's
well,
the
look,
best
if he plays,
player in the entire
This
East.
is the
If
thing.
he
You
plays,
can't
I
say
said, if
we
he
can't sit
plays.
here and say
But
every
we don't know if
motherfucker
he's
is gonna
gonna
make
play.
it. You can't sit here and say everybody's gonna make it. Now, if we're gonna say Hayward's gonna make it, they play the same position. You can't sit here and say everybody's going to make it. This is my whole thing.
I'm asking
This
the
is my whole.
questions.
I'm just saying. Now I
So
answered
it's
it, and
a
you
no.
said
So it's a
you.
no.
I'm saying you said he's got to
It's a
make
no.
A
it.
no on Kawhi. I say yes on Kawhi if he plays.
Yeah, I said
If he plays, Bill, do you think he makes it? Yes, no, or maybe?
I said, I don't know. So maybe.
So give him a maybe. A maybe.
I said, I don't know.
Kawhi.
I said, I don't know, man.
Kawhi's a maybe.
Because I already said yes on Hayward, so I'm going with. Cause
Okay,
look, man,
next.
you got to be
Next.
practical
Can I give you
about this.
an
Next
Can't
player,
do a
next
top
player,
50
next
and
player,
name
next
20
player.
Joel
players.
Embiid.
Yes.
Ben Simmons.
If he's, maybe. I'm going maybe on Embiid because if he's got to be healthy, man. You talking about guys who are chronically injured all the time.
Ben Simmons.
I go maybe because you have Lowry and Kyrie Irving there. And you have Tyreek
Ben
Evans.
Simmons?
Yeah.
All right, yes. Chris Stapps Porzingis.
Hell yeah, he would have made it this year if he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, I'll put a yes on
He's
that.
going to make it on popularity alone.
Kevin Love.
Yeah, I already said Kevin Love. That's why I said no on Horford.
Victor Oladipo.
Yes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
Now we're getting into some nitty gritty. Blake Griffin.
Yes.
Yes.
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, I don't see.
No.
Like I'm looking at positions. I'm trying to figure out how many positions we have here with these guys. Someone
Exactly.
gets left off the list here.
Which is why I'm just like Stonewall. No.
Andre, I'll give him a maybe because
Goran Dragic. Made it last year.
No.
Dragic's there too, the point guard.
No.
I'm going to say no for next year.
No.
John Wall.
Oh God, man! There's no
saying
way
no.
Sexton gets on.
No.
I say yes for John Wall.
You know why I
think
say
John
no?
Wall's going to have a big
I think
year.
John Wall gets
Big-
traded in
a
the
big
middle
year.
of the season.
To the West.
Woo!
Yeah.
Bradley Beal.
Shooting guard. Oladipo goes on, and then there's no shooting guards, no true shooting guards.
No,
in the East.
because I think he probably gets traded too if John Wall gets traded.
Beal maybe. I'm trying to think of other
Actually,
shooting
his
guards off the
first
top of my
All-Star
head.
game was like last year, so fuck no.
So
If John Wall isn't-
and you go down.
No, because John Wall literally said at the beginning of the offseason last year he was going to force Bradley. He said, if Bradley Beal doesn't make the All-Star game, then I'm not a point guard because I'm going to make sure he gets to the All-Star game. So that means he fucking padded his numbers up. He fucking gave Bradley Beal more numbers. That's on purpose, admittedly.
Dwight Howard.
So no. And
Dwight Howard, no.
Hell no.
Dwight Howard.
That's the reason.
I heard
That's
he's
the
working on
reason.
his
That's the
jump
reason
shot.
John Wall's gonna ask for a trade.
Miles Turner.
That's 8. That's 8 for sure All-Stars. And 1, 2, 3, 4 maybes. Guys, Colin Sexton is going to be an All-Star.
I told you the East is fucking whack, son.
Wait, you left so many players off of there.
Well, Bill is no Bradley Beal, no John Wall, no Kyrie.
Wait, but my list has all of those guys on it. Plus, I think Miles Turner can easily be an all-star
Miles Turner.
next year.
Turner?
What's his name? The guy we all hate, Lowry.
Kyle Lowry can easily be an all-star.
I think he's not gonna be an All-Star because he's gonna basically not play well this season because he doesn't have his best buddy there.
If Colin Sexton makes the All-Star team, it's history. It's got to be the lowest drafted rookie to make the All-Star team.
That's
They're
why this is
all
called-
number 1 picks.
That's why this is
So,
called Colin Sexton versus the world.
That means
You're welcome.
So how about this? Can Clippers really get Kawhi
Well, they fired Bruce Bowen
They did.
for talking shit?
They
about
did.
Kawhi. So
I mean, we might have to save this for next week, guys. We are at unlistenable.
Adios, everybody.
we love you.
We've talked too much. We'll get back to some of these topics next week. Please
Yeah.
comment if you have any thoughts on Sexton making the All-Star team
Oh, boy.
and who you think the Eastern Conference All-Star team is going to be next year.
If you're still listening,
yeah.
we love you.
If
if you stop
stuck
listening,
around,
you can suck my dick from the back.
we'll just
Mama
edit this down to an
Gwen.
hour.
Oh yeah, we will. Got a mouse in your pocket? We out.
Thanks for listening, guys.
You funky bitch, you.
It just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again. They just not gonna want that. Because a deeper metaphor there, run through a motherfucker's face. Then you don't have to worry about him.
of yesterday. For us as Americans, too busy being entertained by the sports and movies and the scandals, now they even care. All this is a genesis, the martial law everywhere. Population control now administered by police. Mothers going to the morgue late at night, hysteria sheets as they sons are laying under. Officers get suspended or rewarded. Yep, the suits never ended, you can't ignore it. Our government strip us now of the privacy and the freedoms. In the city, yeah, angels, the popo viewed as the demons. And the officers are running around, racist and strapped. Psychologically trained to shoot you right in your back. If you black, oh, is that right? Still bumping pigs when they walking up with the flashlight. And every time they gonna tell me, turn that shit off. We're in the venue.